Amazing. If you are watching this video right now, that means you have signed up for the 8-week program and have decided to make that commitment to yourself. As you can see, you can do the Anywhere Body anywhere. We've got some spring breakers behind us and you're going to have them part of our workout today, but that's beside the point. I want to thank you very much for being here today. We've taken you to an amazing lagoon in Mexico so that you can witness all of the cool places that the Anywhere Body goes to, and we're excited about getting you started on your transformation. Today is going to be a full body workout and it's going to include a warm-up. There is going to be lower body movements as well as postural movements, and there is going to be something that I want you to take notice of in the workout that you may not have seen before. It's about timing. So you're going to see next to the workout names and the reps and all that, numbers that say something like 202. We're going to explain it during the workout as well, but just so you understand what it is it's the timing of the length of the movement. People tend to rush through everything all the time. We know this. And movements, especially if you're rushing through them, you're not activating all of the muscles that you need. So the movement, when it says, for example, 202, is you start the squat here and it takes you 2 seconds to come down. Then there's no pause when you get to the bottom position, and then it's 2 seconds on the way back up again. So 2, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Sometimes you'll see it annotated as 3-1-1. That means it takes you 1, 2, 3 seconds to come down, 1 second at the bottom, and a fast 1 up. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. So that we control how quickly and how well you do the movement. But before we get started, I just want to make sure that you've actually already done and watched the 10-day reset diet. It's an important aspect of your fat loss, and I want to make sure that you understand as many things about your body as possible before we get started. So if you haven't taken a look at it yet, if you haven't done it yet, it's a good time to go back and read all of the notes, make sure that you've done the diet or set yourself up to start the diet at least, and then get started on your 8-week workout program. If you've done that already and are ready to go, let's get started on the movements. I just want to quickly explain a couple of different things. There's 2 things I want you to take notice of in the actual workout section itself. There's an annotation that says A1, A2, A3, or sometimes it's just A1, A2, and then B1, B2, sometimes it's B3. What that means is that all of the exercises that have a letter A in front of it need to be done together. So for example, today you will do the squat first, and then you will do a row second without any break whatsoever, and then once you're done that, then you take a full 90-second break or whatever it is that's been written down on the program. Then when you've done that 4 times, or however many times you're supposed to do it, early your workouts will give you the specifications of that, and then you go to the next set of exercises, which is the B1, B2, B3. So make sure you count, make sure that you do the groupings correctly, and make sure you time your breaks. The last thing is, hopefully you have that notebook ready to go so you can take a note of all the reps you were able to accomplish, all the weight that you used, because in order to make progress, you need to change things. And right now, the most important thing is to do more reps and more weight. Make sure you take notes of all of that, grab your bottle of water, and let's get going. All right, so let's get started on day 1 of week 1, and we're going to be doing our 8 o'clocks. The 8 o'clock is a warm-up move for your outer glute here, and we do this by pushing the knee out, standing nice and tall, chest is up, abs are in, and you're looking for 8 o'clock on a watch, so right about there. We don't need to be scientific about it. The most important aspect of it is that your butt here on this side is the part of your body that's working the hardest. So from there, it's, and come back to center, and reach and touch. The other important aspect of this exercise is make sure that this is staying to the outside. Your knee in the front always needs to be out over your second toe. This part of your butt, knee to the outside. Onto the other side, and remember, knee to the outside, weight is in this part of your butt. So 8 o'clock, reach out. My lovely filming assistant Tanya made me aware that in the last one I wasn't pulling in my abs as much as I should, so that's something to keep aware of. Make sure you're nice and tall and you are pulling your abs in, because that's something to focus on in the rest of your workout as well. So keep moving, abs are in, you're looking for 8 o'clock and you're touching to the ground.
Just call my name.
So for our warm-ups here, we're going to be doing a side lying leg raise, and good old Jane Fonda was onto something with her side lying leg raises. They're a great warm-up for this part of the glute, and in order to make sure that you use that part of the glute as efficiently as possible, make sure that it's your heel that's raising up, not this way. It's not wrong, it's just not targeting the area that we want specifically. So get yourself lined up, make sure your heel is pointing out. You can use your hands as support and count out, and nice and slow and even. So onto the other side, again, make sure that you're straight and lined up and that your hips, like that you're one straight line and your hips aren't back here somewhere. Lift from the heel and nice even movement, squeeze the outer part here. All right, our next warm-up is the bird dog. You're going to be getting into tabletop position, and that means that your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, your abs are tucked in, your knees are directly underneath your hips, and from there you're going to have your head facing down, looking at the floor, and you're going to move very slowly and cleanly, and try to avoid turning your hip out as much as you can. So you can see I'm not swinging wildly all over the place. The point is to warm up the rotation in the upper and the lower body together. You get a nice swing this way and that way.
If
concerning nonviolence. It is criminal to teach a man not to defend himself when he is the constant victim of brutal attack. There are problems in the community.
At the end of each round, make sure that you write down all of the necessary information, the amount of reps, the weights, everything that you did. Grab some water. Make sure that you feel like you were doing everything right. Review it quickly if you don't think that you were, and get ready and get into position for the next round. let's move on to our squat movement. Make sure that you have practiced this many times before you are doing it as part of your workout. We have a really detailed description in our workout archives. So for right now, remember that you have to have your head straight and forward, chest is up, abs are in. Movement is started from the hips. So you tilt back a little bit, knees are pushed out, and always keep them pushed out on the way up and on the way down, and then we sit down and back up again. Try to come down as far as you can and back up. Okay, for your next exercise, we're going to be doing a pull-up with a band. So my trusty $3 elastic rope here, I've fastened it around a tree that has kind of a nub so that it doesn't slide down as I'm doing the exercise. And you just lean back into it. Bring your arms down, your shoulders down, so that this movement is driven by your back. It shouldn't be your biceps. Retract, pull up, squeeze, and come back. Okay, so we are going to be doing a bend movement now. There's been videos for that to show you how to do it properly, and now we're going to add a weight. So when you're doing it, remember to put your feet tighter than usual than you would on a squat. You are standing nice and tall, and when you start the movement, it's a hip bend. Pull those abs in, and then let that weight come down in front of you. Don't lift it off here because it's gonna hurt your back. Keep it here, and straighten back up again. You're gonna come down. For our seated band row, I bought this at a store here in Mexico for $3. It originally used to look like this, but it didn't give me enough movement or length on the rope, so I kind of just broke it off, and now it's perfect for using as a extension to do the seated rows with. So find something sturdy and stable that will hold your weight. Sit nice and tall in front of it, about this far away that you can still keep your legs bent and that you're sitting comfortably. Nice and tall, shoulders are set back. So you're gonna pull your shoulders together and down. Abs are in, sitting nice and tall. And then the count is 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. So again, it means slow, squeeze, pause, squeeze on the way back. Nice and controlled and powerful movements where you're using all of the muscle fiber from the beginning of the movement to the end of the movement. After completing your band row, we're going to be moving on back into bird dog. So when you're doing bird dog as an exercise, the timing becomes really important. Take a look at the side. It says 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2, 1. So you get the general idea that the movement is to make a break or a pause for 2 seconds when you are in position and then come back down at a steady pace. So that was wrong, don't do that. 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2. For our ab movement in this particular workout, we're going to do plank pulses. And plank pulses are a variation of the plank, as everybody knows. So the plank is here. Your hands are underneath your shoulders. You put them into fists. Make sure your forearms are nice and flat on the floor. Tuck your toes in underneath you and come up into a board position. Now, instead of holding that for the next minute or so, which for beginner trainees is extremely difficult, we're going to do pulses. So that means you come up, hold, and come back down again. So you can teach your abs to have more endurance, slowly but surely, and get up to that 60 to 90 second hold without having to die in the process. So for this particular workout, we're doing 10-second holds 15 times. So you're gonna, again, hands underneath, tuck everything in, abs are in, and come up and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down, pause for a second, back up, 2, and back down again, back up, and back down again, back up,
Don't tell me